Following the latest wave of fake news by some Gulf countries to justify its actions against Qatar, and in the light of the dominance of an environment of intimidation and legal, political, and security restrictions on international and local media, did the special rapporteur call on Gulf countries to end fake news and intimidation and repressing and surveillance of the media. Because it's important to stop the new spread of hate and call on the Gulf countries to comply with the dictates of their international commitments by facilitating the work of journalists, by assuring an environment that allows them to perform their duties without restrictions. And thank you.
On the question of sort of stopping the spread of hate, I think this was a question that arises out of the conflict in the Gulf right now. I want to emphasize two things there. One is many of the states in the region have been clamping down on independent voices for quite a long time. And those kinds of clampdowns actually have a negative effect on the spread of hate, right? Because oftentimes the individuals who are being denied their right to express themselves are the kinds of people who are in this room, right? People who simply want to engage in public debate, and all too often, those are the people being denied that right. There's no question that right now there's a lot of hate out there on the media, in social media, in search. There's no question that that's out there, and to the extent that we're able, I should say in the mandate, to call that out, we do it where it's consistent with the mandate, where it's consistent with calling out violations of freedom of expression. But as I've said, now repeated myself too often, I'm much more concerned with the restrictions on expression right now that all too often lead to restricting, even if it's in the name of dealing with extremism or dealing with hate, all too often results in restrictions on independent voices, on minority voices, on political opposition and others.